Did you know that Kanye West, Taylor Swift, and Donald Trump all have one thing in common? Yes, you heard that right, folks. These three, as different as they are, have a few shared threads in their lives. Let's unravel these threads together. Kanye, the self-proclaimed genius, Taylor, the country girl turned pop sensation, and Trump, the businessman turned president, all have carved their own unique paths. But here's the kicker. They've all had their fair share of spotlight at the Super Bowl, one way or another. Even more interesting is how they've all been part of some rather spirited debates. And I'm not talking about the political kind. Now let's sprinkle in some humor here. Why did Kanye interrupt Taylor at the awards show? Because he wanted to trump her speech. And you know what they say about Donald? He's like a dad joke, not everybody gets him. So, the next time you think of Kanye, Taylor, or Trump, remember, they're all part of the same bizarre story. Now let's turn the page and delve into something even more unexpected. The haunting of Tucker Carlson by Michael Jackson's ghost, and Putin's role in it. It's a sentence that's as strange as it is intriguing, right? But let's unpack it, shall we? First up, Tucker Carlson, our resident political commentator who's known for his controversial hot takes. But even he was left speechless when he alleged that he was being haunted by none other than the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. According to Carlson, he'd see a sequined glove floating around his house and hear the faint strains of Beat It in the middle of the night. It's a claim that's as amusing as it is puzzling. But what's even more surprising is the alleged connection to Vladimir Putin. Now you might be wondering, how does the Russian president fit into this ghostly narrative? Well, it's a question that has left many of us scratching our heads. You see, Carlson claimed that the haunting began shortly after an interview where he criticized Putin's policies. The timing of it all has led him to believe that Putin might have somehow summoned Michael Jackson's ghost to haunt him. It's a theory that's as wild as it sounds. But in the world of pop culture and politics, who's to say what's possible and what's not? Between the moonwalks and the political maneuvers, it's a spectacle that's as entertaining as it is perplexing. It's a story that combines the thrill of a ghost story, the intrigue of international politics, and the charm of pop culture, all into one. It's also a story that reminds us that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. So next time you hear Thriller playing at an odd hour, or see a single sequined glove floating around, remember it might just be the ghost of pop paying you a visit. And if that happens, don't forget to check if Putin's behind it. After all, in this world of political spectacle and pop culture hauntings, you never know what might be lurking around the corner. So, if you ever find yourself haunted by a pop icon's ghost, don't forget to check if Putin's behind it. In the midst of all this chaos, who do we turn to? None other than Shaq and Ryan Reynolds, of course. The larger-than-life basketball legend and the quick-witted Hollywood superstar have stepped into this wild narrative, bringing their own unique blend of humor and charm. Shaq, known for his colossal stature and infectious laughter, uses his comedic prowess to lighten the atmosphere, creating laughter in the face of absurdity. His unexpected jokes about the situation have a way of making even the most bizarre occurrences seem like just another day on the court. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds, with his razor-sharp wit and self-deprecating humor, has managed to turn these strange events into a script straight out of a blockbuster movie. His ability to find humor in the most unlikely places keeps us entertained, while his clever quips remind us not to take life too seriously. Shaq and Ryan Reynolds, saving the day, one joke at a time. But wait, there's more. This isn't just an American spectacle, Israel and Russia are in on it too. Now you might be wondering, how do these nations fit into our tale of music, politics, and the paranormal? Well, let's just say, they've had their fair share of reactions. Let's start with Israel. It seems like our pop culture whirlwind has swept across the Atlantic. Word on the street is they've started a Swiftie fan club in the Knesset. Now that's a parliamentary procedure we didn't see coming. And then there's Russia. Apparently Putin has taken a liking to Kanye's music. That's right, from the Kremlin to the club, Yeezy is on full blast. Who would have thought? But let's not forget the ghost of Michael Jackson. Rumor has it he's been seen moonwalking behind the Iron Curtain. Talk about international relations. And there you have it, a global spectacle of music, politics, and the supernatural. Stay tuned for more unexpected connections.